Last but not least, the final word is Brooklyn McNeil. Welcome, Brooklyn. Thank you
Hi.
for coming in.
So my name's Brooklyn McNeil. I'm 22 years old. I'm a community peer and street outreach worker in the realm of harm reduction. I grew up in Thunder Bay, which is a city where it still is. Addiction is a huge issue for many people. I grew up with a father. He was an addict himself. I started using at 12 years old and became addicted to opiates at the age of 16 and began injecting at the age of 18, the same year I became homeless. Without the harm reduction philosophy in general, I would have not come as far as I have. I've attempted to get proper treatment and quit. Many of my resources have come from addicts and harm reduction workers over, say, counselors and therapists at the rehab. With not much luck, I began to appreciate harm reduction methods in general. Clean works gear and being trained on naloxone, for example, are two things that have saved my life over and over. I've had multiple hospitalizations, and I've also overdosed multiple times. From my own experience, bathrooms are one of the go-to places for people to inject or do drugs in using any method. Just Tim Hortons, McDonald's, and I've had, from my experience, either they're keeping a close eye on you and watching how long you're in there, or they have no idea you're in there. So either way, I would be scared and trying to barricade the door, which is not a good idea, or I'd be rushed out and not doing it properly, maybe putting too much in my spoon or things like that. I've also met dealers and users who have intentionally overdosed others, and in my most recent overdose, I do believe that this was the case. It happened in November at the Tim Hortons in front of the works, which was a very lucky situation. I was revived there with naloxone. The man that had overdosed me dropped me in there, and they started their CPR and naloxone administration right away. I was saved, and I literally watched the dry erase board go from one number to one number up, the number of lives saved. So that touched me very much. I've also had many of my friends overdose, and which all of them, I think, all accidental overdoses, I believe, should be prevented or can be prevented by safe injection sites. In Vancouver, something that I had heard, that they've had so many overdoses and not one of them has been fatal, that really also affected me. I think that safe injection sites would provide more education to people. For example, for the 6 times I've overdosed, 3 out of those 6 times I had been mixing either a benzo or an alcohol with it. Not a lot of people are aware of the extensive danger of that. Perhaps naloxone could even be a requirement for people to have training on while they enter the safe injection site. And for my last point, just on my way here, I dropped off some clean works to my friend, and I told her what I was going to be doing here, and very excited about speaking. She grabbed my hands and said, "Thank you." She didn't know if this would actually be passing or not, but I could feel her appreciation, making it clear to me the importance of these sites. Respect for all members of the community is so important, especially not looking at addicts as invaders, but as part of the community. Also, it has created an opportunity, or it has created kind of a curiosity as to what it would be like to even be someone that works at a safe injection site, as I've already started my my journey in the realm of harm reduction. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it, and it's great, Brooklyn, that you had the last word, I think. Yeah. Any questions?